Hello everybody, I'm Spider-Man171 and welcome back to another Arma Reforger Halo mod showcase video. So it has been pretty much a long time and I do apologize because I was so busy moving, getting other stuff done. So yeah, it has been a fucking massive roller coaster for me for the past month or two. So yeah, I'm finally kind of a bit sold in, so I can finally make a little bit more videos, but obviously it takes us still a bit more time. And obviously I was slightly delaying the Arma Reforger videos because there's really ain't that much going on with the Halo mods. But thank God there's like tons and tons of them, and they are incredibly amazing, and I really fucking love them so much. So let's get it straight. Some of them are probably a bit classified, so I don't know if I'm actually like allowed. But some of these people that contact me saying, "Yeah, you do have permission to showcase these because obviously they are fully released." But some of them are kind of a bit new that probably may or may not be available anymore because they obviously they're work in progress. But still, a lot of these ones are amazing. So let's just get started. So first off, we got the Orex APC tank, or I'm just gonna call it the Bradley like 3.0 because this fucking thing is so good, so powerful, and it carries a bit of a squad, and I actually do like that. And some of the things aren't exactly working properly as intended, like trying to open the rear door, they just don't do anything, doesn't go down or anything. But this was the day one of the vehicle's launch, so I'm actually quite a bit shocked that this thing actually existed. Even though I don't think this vehicle is actually from Halo at all, but I think someone just like custom made it to make it a bit Halo-ish. But I mostly welcome that because it just looks pretty much faithful. That is still like modernized, but still kind of fit into Halo for some reason. But yeah, so this was his day one launch, and I just loved that. A lot of things do work, but obviously the track doesn't really move or anything else like that. And I did try to use it in the dark with the rear lights. Rear lights kind of does work, but obviously the brightness of it just doesn't really exist. So I think it's probably been patched a couple of times just to get it working, but still, just in case, if it still is the same one as it was back in day one, then obviously this is a little bit of complaint, but not really that much complaint here. So he carries like multiple seats, so you can have a whole squad and a whole team to be in this little APC tank. It really is amazing, and it only has one function with the turret, so there's no like little chain gun turret on it. There's no anything else except for just the main cannon, and the main cannon does have like I think 20 rounds, which is not bad, but definitely you should use a secondary weapon function in order to defend itself a bit more and a lot more effective. But yeah, so I tried it in the dark, see all the lights are working. Yeah, every single light's are absolutely fine. It's just like the rear one kind of doesn't really work. But it kind of does still, because for some reason when I get out of the vehicle, the rear lights just somehow like sometimes turn off for some reason. But I think it's already been patched. I'm not entirely sure, but hey, at least the Bradley tank is absolutely decent while driving. It feels smooth. It's a bit fast. Everything about it just is amazing. And here, what it looks like is you actually get inside the passenger seat. Looks pretty much detailed, and I actually do like this detail a bit more than a few others of the RR made in the past. So I'm glad that they actually make a bit more details and a few other stuff as well inside the vehicle. Really wish we could have like a bit more, because some of them aren't really that much detailed, and they could probably significantly improve the others. But hey, so the cannon itself. So obviously, it has 129 for some reason at its launch, but it's supposed to be 130. But still, the fucking range of it is nuts, and even the sound effects of it is pure chaos. Next, we got some brand new edition Hogs, and I haven't tried them all, but I'm just looking at their designs, and they just look absolutely amazing. And there's just so many of them, and I can't really remember what they were, but they look absolutely cool. And obviously, before this whole clip, it's been updated, so instead of being like a brown color, it'd be like a nice classic olive green color. But yeah, it's great to see these new types of warhogs with their own physical purposes, like this one supposed to refuel other warhogs and all that other stuff. And the repair hog as well. Really do love the little crane. Looks absolutely cool. But I don't think it doesn't really do anything. It's just literally just a cosmetic prop. That's all it is. Which is a bit unfortunate, but hey. And lastly, we also got the command hog. And when I try this for the first time, try to get to the backside of it, just to sit in the command seat, it doesn't really want to work with me. So the only way I had to get it working, if I had to like spawn like free AI, so literally just get into the vehicle and then that's it. I don't know what was going on because there's no like pop up just saying, hey, you can sit at the back. So it's kind of a bit unfortunate and a bit buggy and does need to like try to get that prop up so I could sit in the back seat of the passenger seat. Because the only way I can always see it if it just goes in the passenger seat at the front, which is kind of a bit dumb. But yeah. So the command hog, I don't really call this much of a command hog. I'd probably call it a surveillance hog because it just makes a bit more sense comparing to the command hog. But yeah, there's really nothing you could really do with it. It's just literally a prop. That's all it is. There's just nothing really important to do. You can't really do anything. You can't interact with the computers. You can't move the satellite dish anywhere. You can't really do anything, which is a bit unfortunate. And finally, we literally got the longsword that is available to the public version of Operation Uppercut. It's no longer on the X version. It is now available on the actual version. So I'm actually glad that this vehicle is finally in the proper version instead of being the X version. But still, once again, I strongly advise people to not use the nuclear missile because it is so fucking broken as fuck. Because you will go from like 1 FPS in a split second, and it could probably break your game. So I really, really do hope that they could that the Operation Uppercut team could just reduce the radius and the explosion detail a bit, so it could make it a bit more easier for console users for using this thing and not try to get the frame rates drop, because it could ruin the game experience and it could just fuck up the game. So yeah, once again, the longsword is available to the actual version. It's no longer on the X version anymore. And I'm actually glad that this thing is still available. And next, we literally got the Forward Unto Dawn ship in the game. And best of all, it is flyable, and you can go inside and take a look around. I was flabbergasted that someone from the Operation Uppercut team decided saying, "Hey, let's just fucking put the Forward to Dawn into this game." And there's a lot of good stuff about it, but there's only one issue that I have encountered, or probably one or two issues, is that when you try to fly this thing, it fucking sucks. It really does, because you will literally flail everywhere, and even if you try to like use hover mode, you will literally just rock back and forth, and it just really, really wasn't good at all. So I kind of find it a bit annoying that that shit just happens. So yeah, it is kind of a bit annoying when you try to fly this thing, because I tried to fly it properly, but all I'm getting is just like, hey, you're turning without even like moving your joystick or anything else like that. It's kind of a bit annoying and bad, but the whole entire ship itself is pretty sick. It looks so good, and even has a lot of functions that could just literally make this thing a hell of a lot cool. But trying to fly it is literally the main issue that has been going on, because it is the biggest thing that Operation Uppercut has ever done. So I can't really blame them for that, because this is their biggest project that they ever come up with. But they honestly need to try to get the whole thing fixed up and try to make it a bit more easier than just like rocking it side to side. And some reason it keeps like automatically going to the other direction that you don't want it to go, because it just sucks. And also my advice is just don't use the hover, use the auto hover, because it just will rock you back and forth. So yeah, if you are want to go forward, I would suggest you use the vehicle boost just to move forward a bit faster. But yeah, as you can see, it is just like jiggling around, and I'm trying to like keep it balanced. But good thing is there's a new feature. It's called the anchor mode, and this also applies with the Pelican as well. And I actually really like that, because it kind of cancels out the rocking back and forth a bit. So I'm actually glad that actually works. And best of all, it does have weapon systems. So obviously, if you are the pilot of the ship, you can actually use the main cannon, and it does have the iconic sound effects that you use when you shoot. And you can go onto the side guns as well, so you can literally shoot enemies from below or from above. But when I tried this for the first time at the below cannons, for some reason the controls are a bit inverted. So if I had to look up, I had to literally move my joystick downwards. So I couldn't see jack shit until I had to like switch to third person mode. So I recommend just switching it to third person mode instead of literally being in first person, because some reason it kind of fucks up your controls for some reason. I don't know why, but you can't see anything from the bottom of the turrets. But from the top turrets, it's okay, but still the cannons literally uh kind of being clipped by the camera for some reason. But yeah, once again, I really do believe that this is supposed to be designed for the third-person camera, so use that just to gain the advantage and if you have a clearer view. And also, this vehicle is only available on the X version, not the official. Now that vehicles are out of the way, we're going to talk about some brand new weapons. So, first off, we got the Marksman Battle Rifle, which is basically kind of a Halo 3's battle rifle, but for some reason adding a bit of a Halo 4 into the mix, mainly for the top bit of the gun. But still, it does have a very good effective range, and it does shoot 1, 2 bursts, and it is actually very, very nice to actually use. And sadly, it doesn't really have a custom sound effects, but still, it looks pretty cool, and you can slap onto multiple attachments whenever you please. Next, we have the MA-27K, which is kind of a bit the Avengers assault rifle slash SMG, but this one is kind of a bit similar because mainly the backside of it is a bit extended, but still, it looks pretty cool. Once again, it doesn't really have a custom sound effects as far as I'm aware of, but you could literally swap out the magazine for the MA5D, which is a bit hilarious. And I don't recommend switching the flashlight, just keep it where it is. And you can just switch to other attachments as well, just to make it a bit more tactical as you want. But still, it's actually a fascinating weapon. I actually do like this weapon, even though it has a little bit of a fast fire rate. And the MA5K also got an update as well, just make it a bit extended mags and a bit more accurate. Next, we got the M1D7, and obviously you know this weapon is. This is literally the M14. I don't know why the RR team decided to literally make the M14 and just literally slap it onto a Halo mod. I kind of probably would see it if it is a insurrectionist weapon, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just questionable to me. And plus, the attachments on it somehow kind of works, but I don't know. It's just honestly a bit weird to me and confusing. And if you think it has custom sound effects, it probably doesn't, as far as I'm aware of. But you can slap on the attachments just to try to make it as a bit Halo as possible. But I don't know. It's just literally a weird weapon to me. And next we got a new weapon, and it's the Sidekick. And there's three variants of them. And don't let the light trick you. This is just a laser sight instead of just like an actual flashlight. It doesn't have any custom sound effects, but it does look pretty cool. So there's three versions. There's a UNSC version, the police version, and the civilian version. Otherwise, there's the civilian version, but it just looks a bit pretty cool and pretty accurate to the original. But once again, doesn't have the custom sound effects, so there is no point of just literally showing it. Next, the Commando, and I actually do like this Commando so much. There's really ain't that much going on, and there's ain't that much textures. But this is a collaboration to the Operation Uppercut X. So this is only available for the X version, and this is not really made by the Operation Uppercut team. It's made by somebody else. Same goes with the Sidekick, but it looks pretty cool, and it doesn't have a custom sound effects as it is until probably until a few updates later. But still, it looks pretty good. Even the red dot sight looks absolutely amazing as well, and I actually do like it a lot. And next, we got another assault rifle, and this is from, I think, Landfall. And this assault rifle looks pretty good at the start, but it doesn't have any custom sound effects on it. It doesn't have the archaic sounds of the assault rifle. It's just literally just another assault rifle that doesn't have any custom sound effects on it. No little weapon indicator, but still, it looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie, but obviously, it could do a little bit more polishing and a little bit more additional updates. But hey, this is not from Operation Uppercut nor the RR. This is just literally Operation Landfall, if I'm aware of. But yeah, it looks pretty cool for the assault rifle. And next for the RR, we actually got some new stuff as well. So we got some of the uh, iPads that you can actually pick up and take a look. So we obviously got a Biohazard one, which is obviously related to the flood. We got another one that has literally been hacked, which is pretty cool. You see all these random stuff. And the other one, we literally got like a medical one as well, so you can actually see someone's heartbeat and other emotions, which is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. But obviously, they are just literally just images, nothing else, which is a bit hilarious. And we also got some weapon crates as well. So we got one that is just closed, a one that's open with a spanker launcher, other one with a sniper rifle, and the other one that's just empty. So it's pretty cool for RR just to literally just make these crates and then you just pick them up and take the ammo and just literally use them. That's pretty cool, not gonna lie. And next for Operation Uppercut, we actually got three new things. So for this prop, it's literally just an elephant wood cutout. So this is basically a target practice. And it's actually kind of hilarious that it's supposed to be a target practice for an elephant, even though we were supposed to get Covenant props instead. But yeah, so next we got this little civilian ship. And I believe if you guys remember back in Halo Wars 1, this ship you probably would remember on the most pain in the ass mission where you go to Planet Arcadia for the first time. And this ship actually looks pretty good. Even it does have the little stairs that is also a separate prop that you can put on. Sadly, you can't go inside the entire ship, but you could literally be at the front, which is actually pretty cool. So you can't be at the cockpit, you can't be at the back, but still, the prop actually looks pretty good. You can't fly it; it's literally just a prop. So, bit unfortunate, but hey, at least it's pretty cool for a nice little prop that you could literally just put down. And speaking of put down, we actually got someone actually made Operation Uppercut RR's vehicles, air vehicles to be precise, to literally just fly around. And this is only scripted, so don't expect it to like go into combat and all that other stuff. So I've seen these types of things before with the modern military mods, but this one, thank God, they literally decided saying, fuck it, we'll just literally have a script that the ROR vehicles just like fly around. I actually do like that. It looks pretty cool. I really do love it. And it goes with three of their air vehicles. So obviously we've got the Hawk, we've got the Salmons, and obviously the Insurrectionist is air vehicle as well. Pretty cool, and I really do love it so much. So yeah, that's basically it. So I'm also cutting out the clothings because obviously this is a bit too much. But I am definitely going to showcase the clothings soon as I can. So yeah, it is still going to take a bit more time just to try to get these things rolling again. But still, I'm kind of like being distracted by a lot of things that's happening, go to the real world, and a few things here and there. Like I was like playing Killing for free because I just want to play that game so much and judge it. And Operation Shadows for Halo Infinite, I'm playing the shit out of that, and I'm nearly beating the whole battle pass of that. So hopefully I can do a review on that soon as I can. But yeah, so this is only going to be for vehicles and weapons, which is pretty good, and a few props as well here and there. But yeah, the teams that made these mods, they really did a fantastic job of making these vehicles, weapons, and props to come to life and put onto the consoles. So if you are a PlayStation player as well, you can get access to these stuff as well. So yeah, it is going to be absolutely amazing for the PlayStation players because me, I'm only going to do it on Xbox just to like try to respect the IP as it once was back in the classic days of Halo. But still, if you are a PlayStation player, you can literally gain access to these Halo mods. So all you do is just literally just type in some of the Halo mods, and then they would just appear. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to my channel, it really helps me out a lot. And what do you think about these brand new stuff? Do you actually like them, dislike them, somewhere in between? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.